You are literally changing your internal chemistry every time you skip breakfast and lunch to eat just once a day. Most people think OMAD is just a simple way to cut calories, but it is actually a massive signal to your endocrine system.
If you do this wrong, you might crush your metabolism and send your stress hormones into a dangerous tailspin. But if you do it right, you unlock a hormonal state that most people in our modern world will never experience.
Today, we are going to look at exactly what happens inside your blood and brain during those 23 hours of fasting. We will cover why your hunger actually disappears after a few days and how your body protects your muscles from being burned.
By the end of this video, you will know the science-backed truth about how one meal a day reshapes your health.
Let's start with the most famous hormone of all, which is the master switch for fat storage called insulin. Whenever you eat anything, especially carbs or sugar, your pancreas releases insulin to move that energy into your cells. Think of insulin like a key that opens the doors to your cells so they can take in glucose for fuel. As long as insulin is high, those doors are locked for anything trying to come out, meaning you cannot burn body fat. In a normal diet where you eat 3 meals and 2 snacks, your insulin levels stay elevated for almost the entire day. This keeps your body in a constant state of storage, never giving your metabolism a chance to tap into your fat reserves.
When you switch to OMAD, your insulin levels drop to a baseline low for about 22 hours out of every single day. This low insulin environment is the secret sauce that allows your body to finally access the energy stored in your midsection.
It is like your body finally found the key to the basement freezer after years of only eating what was in the fridge. But dropping insulin is just the first step in a much larger chemical chain reaction that affects your hunger.
Have you ever noticed that you get hungry at the exact same time every day, like clockwork, regardless of what you ate?
That is because of a hormone called Ghrelin, which is often referred to as the hunger hormone produced in your stomach. Ghrelin is a learned response, meaning your body releases it based on your typical eating schedule to prepare for food. When you first start OMAD, your ghrelin will spike at breakfast and lunch, making you feel like you are absolutely starving.
However, studies show that after about 3 to 4 days, these ghrelin spikes start to flatten out and eventually disappear.
Your body realizes that food isn't coming at noon, so it stops sending the signal that makes your stomach growl.
This is why long-term practitioners of OMAD often say they feel less hungry than people who eat small meals all day. On the other side of hunger is leptin, which is the hormone that tells your brain you have enough energy stored up.
Fasting helps fix leptin resistance, which is a common problem where your brain stops hearing the signal to stop eating. By giving your body a long break from food, you sensitize these receptors so you can actually feel full again. Now let's talk about the hormone that keeps you sharp and energized while you are fasting, which is called cortisol. Cortisol usually gets a bad reputation as the stress hormone, but it is actually essential for waking you up and keeping you alert. When you fast, your body increases cortisol slightly to help mobilize stored energy and keep your blood sugar stable. This is why many people report a sense of mental clarity and high focus during their fasting window. It is an evolutionary survival mechanism that helped our ancestors find food when they hadn't eaten for a while.
However, there is a catch that most people ignore, and this is where the common problems with OMAD begin to show up.
If your cortisol stays too high for too long because you are also stressed at work and not sleeping, it backfires. Chronic high cortisol can actually cause your body to hold on to belly fat and break down muscle tissue for energy. This is why you must prioritize sleep and stress management if you want OMAD to actually work for your body. Speaking of protecting your muscle, we have to look at the massive spike in human growth hormone, or HGH. HGH is like the fountain of youth hormone because it helps with cellular repair, fat burning, and muscle preservation. Data shows that a 24-hour fast can increase HGH levels by as much as 2,000% in men. In women, the increase is also significant, helping to ensure that the weight lost is fat and not precious muscle. Your body does this because it wants to keep you strong and fast, so you can go out and hunt for your next meal. It is a beautiful system that prevents your body from wasting away just because you missed a couple of meals.
But there is a big myth that OMAD will permanently damage your thyroid and slow down your metabolism forever. Your thyroid produces hormones like T3 and T4, which act as the thermostat for how many calories you burn at rest. It is true that during a fast, your T3 levels might dip slightly as your body becomes more efficient with energy.
But research suggests that this is often a healthy adaptation rather than a sign of a broken or damaged metabolism. As long as you are eating enough calories during your one meal, your thyroid usually stays within a very healthy range.
The real danger to your thyroid comes from long-term calorie restriction combined with eating many small meals throughout the day. If you only eat 1,200 calories spread out, your body thinks there is a permanent food shortage and slows down.
With OMAD, the feast and fast cycle tells your body that plenty of food is coming, just not right this second. Let's dive into a topic that many men and women worry about when they start fasting, which is reproductive hormones. For men, testosterone is the big player, and the research on how fasting affects it is actually quite interesting and positive. Short-term fasting can actually boost testosterone by improving insulin sensitivity and reducing body fat, which aromatizes into estrogen. However, if you are already at a very low body fat percentage, doing OMAD every single day might eventually lower it. For women, the balance is even more delicate because the female body is highly sensitive to signals of nutrient scarcity. Hormones like kisspeptin are responsible for triggering the reproductive cycle, and they react quickly to a lack of calories. Some women find that doing OMAD every day can disrupt their cycle, while others thrive on a more flexible schedule. A great tip for women is to avoid strict OMAD during the week before their period when the body needs more nutrients.
This is the development phase where you learn to listen to your body rather than just following a rigid timer.
The climax of the hormonal shift happens when your body enters a state called autophagy, which means self-eating. This is a cellular cleanup process where your body breaks down old damaged proteins and recycles them into new parts.
Autophagy is driven by a decrease in a nutrient sensor called mTOR and an increase in an enzyme called AMPK.
You can think of this like a garbage truck that only comes through your cells when the kitchen is closed for a long time. This process is linked to longevity and a reduced risk of diseases like Alzheimer's and even some types of cancer. But you cannot get the full benefits of these hormones if you are filling your one meal with processed junk and sugar. If you break your fast with a massive bowl of pasta and a soda, you will cause a massive insulin spike that hurts. This leads to a blood sugar crash a few hours later, making you feel shaky, irritable, and incredibly hungry the next day. Practical nutrition for OMAD should focus on high-quality proteins, healthy fats, and a large amount of fibrous vegetables. Protein is essential because it triggers the release of peptide YY and cholecystokinin, which are satiety hormones. These hormones tell your brain that you are officially full so you don't end up overeating during your one meal. Fat is also crucial because it provides a steady source of energy and helps you absorb vitamins like A, D, E, and K. I recommend starting your meal with a small salad or some bone broth to wake up your digestive enzymes slowly.
Then, move into your main protein source and healthy fats, saving your complex carbohydrates for the very end.
This specific eating order helps blunt the glucose response and keeps your hormones much more stable overall. Remember that OMAD is a tool, not a religion, and it is okay to change things up if you feel excessively tired. Scientific evidence from places like the Salk Institute shows that time-restricted feeding is more about the rhythm than the clock. Matching your eating window to daylight hours can help align your hormones with your natural circadian rhythm. This leads to better melatonin production at night, which ensures you get the deep sleep needed for hormonal recovery.
If you are a biohacker, you might want to track your blood glucose to see exactly how your body responds to different foods. You will find that your body becomes a finely tuned machine that responds much better to the fuel you give it. Fasting isn't just about what you lose, like weight or inflammation, but about what you gain in terms of hormonal control.
You are moving from a state of being a slave to your hunger to a state of being the master of your energy. The latest evidence continues to support the idea that giving our digestive systems a rest is the way we were meant to live.
We are the descendants of people who could survive and thrive during long periods without finding a kill or a harvest.
Your hormones are designed for this challenge, and they will reward you with clarity and strength if you treat them right. If you want to master this lifestyle and see all the different ways you can tweak your window for better results,
subscribe to the channel now and go watch our full OMAD Deep Dive playlist to become a true fasting expert.